know how everyone talks about consciousness and awareness and being present in the present moment, so on and so forth. I think one thing that I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this, but it's gratitude. I find that I personally think is the most important component of the whole thing, because when you're grateful for the breath in your lungs, the blood in your veins, and the beat of your heart, like, there is no reason why you would ever want to live in the past or the future, because you are happy to be alive. Do you understand? Which kind of automatically centers you. It centers me anyway. That's my thing, and for somebody that's had near-death experiences and that kind of thing, I've come to the realization that nothing is more important than life itself, and being alive, you have every reason to be grateful, there are people that live with catastrophic injuries and issues and whatever else, right? I don't have the tools to understand why, or the rhyme or reason. I don't have the answers. I don't know. But I can still imagine that, with the old saying that for every dark cloud there's a silver lining, no matter what it is, there's something to be happy for, because you're alive. Even if you've been hurt in an accident or whatever, it's hard that you can't do the things that you want to do, but maybe you still be able to see your kids, or be able to still see a sunset and sunrise, Yeah, you might not have your vision or whatever, but then you might still have grandkids or children that love you, and that will go to the end of the world for you, There are people that have all their senses and don't have that feeling. Do you understand? So there's always something to be grateful for. And I think that's saying that, for everything, every dark cloud there's a silver lining, and also when life throws you lemons, you need to make lemonade. It's almost as if it's the universe's own way of telling you, hey man, you realize that it's a game anyway, and I want to see how you transmute this lead into gold, because we're all alchemists anyway. Just by virtue of being alive, we have alchemical powers, because our very being is the very definition of our alchemy. You understand? And I feel like also the fact that most people spend all their time looking at seeking validation, looking outside of themselves, looking outside of their worlds, concerning themselves with what this person is doing, what that person is doing, what this person is saying, fuck all of that. None of that has any relevance to your life. There was a time, I remember I posted this on my WhatsApp the other day, and I said it was something along the lines of, don't forget that there was a time when everything you have now you wanted, so be grateful, because it's so easy for us to forget, because we're in the mix, and then you forget that there was a time when you just wanted a car, and now that you have a car, you want a Bentley, and you get the Bentley, and then you're like, oh, actually, do you know what, I want a Ferrari. You get the Ferrari and say, oh, actually, I want a yacht or whatever it is. It's like we always are seeking more and more and more and more. And I think that gratitude is one surefire way of showing appreciation to the universe, God, source energy, or your higher self even, because I believe in the concept of the higher self being one with everything, showing gratitude is what will open the door for more blessings, or for more things that you want to make this experience pleasurable for you. Because like I always use the old adage, like if your kids, you know, you ask your kid to, hey, like, you know, your kids ask you, daddy, can I have this? You know, I want these Jordans, or I want these whatever. You know, you took them to the Jordan shop or whatever, you got the stuff. And then they got it, and 2 days later they're like, oh, actually I want this, or I want that. To you, it's like, even if you're wealthy and you can afford it, it's still a bit like, you're a bit ungrateful. You know, I just gave you that. Like, just at least try and enjoy that experience and be happy for it. You know, because when they show you that lack of gratitude, you're less likely to give them something to also to give them another experience, right? And the same applies on the macro level too. So gratitude is key. Gratitude is a big key. If you want to remain in the present moment, bro, be present for everything you have. Be present and grateful for everything you have. Like, once you start to do that, you realize that there is no point being in the past or the future. There's no point. You have life. Like, you have life, that you are life itself. Like, you've been given life. Like, your soul is expressing through your body right this second. Like, you have everything to be happy for. Shit. Like, if you didn't have life and the game was over for you and it was like and like disconnected, like, you would be looking in from the outside, pissed, because you'd be like, oh man, I wish I went to Monaco, or I wish I did this, or I wish I hugged my kid, or I wish I did this, or I wish I did that. All of that will be taken away from you. You know, so cherish it. And once you cherish it, you realize that you have no business living in the past or the future, and all you can do is be in the present moment. That's it. You know, and by being grateful and stop, you know, constantly seeking, asking, wanting, you also find a way to silence the ego, because the ego always wants, and the stuff the ego wants, bro, I don't want to listen. The stuff the ego wants is meaningless. Take it from me, I've done it. It's meaningless. You know, you go to the shop, you buy the Rolex, and it's like, now you have it. Now, even though you've got this thing that you wanted, now you're worried about scratching it. You're worried about someone taking it. You're worried about, you want people to see it. You want people to notice it. And it's like, did I buy this watch to enjoy it, or did I buy this watch for the validation of others? You know, and if you bought it for the validation of others, it's ego. It's ego. It's pure ego. There's nothing else to add. Pure, unadulterated ego. You know? So gratitude, man. Gratitude is the key. It's the biggest key. Forget everything else. Be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for your breath. Be grateful for your family, your friends, your kids. Be grateful for even the stupid stuff. Like, be grateful for the people that fucked you over, because they've taught you a valuable lesson. Like, I look at anyone that betrayed me, anyone that hurt me, anything like that, I look at it as that person was a teacher. They were a teacher. They just gave me a really valuable lesson on life, and I've learned, and now you know. And obviously your best days are yet to come. So whoever taught you a lesson in the early stages, it's not really a loss. It's not a bad reflection on you. You're gonna win in the long run anyway. And you're gonna win equipped with the skills to not go through that again, you know? So yeah, man, listen, just keep shining. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Remember, this is all a dream, and be grateful.